Hey folks, I'm back. Today I want to talk to you guys about growth. Growth is one of the most important factors of life. If you want to excel, if you want to develop, and you want to change and impact not only your life but others out there. Let me tell you something, people. People would say, there's a lot of quotes that I've heard time and time again by so many people out there that knowledge is power. Well, on the flip side, knowledge is not power without implementation and action and understanding. Then it becomes powerful. And I want to talk about this aspect of growth. Now, what do I mean by this, people? I'm all for learning new things, but there's a massive but. There's no point in learning new things if you're not working on your weaknesses. Because if the more and more new things that you learn, the less you're likely to implement. And you'll also be oblivious to your weaknesses. First of all, before you even learn new things, work on the things you already know. Get them into place, get them into practice and start implementing them. And once you implement them not once, but many times until it becomes second nature, then move on to something new and different. This is where you excel in growth. It's like working on your weaknesses, like I've mentioned before. Work on those first. First of all, identify them. Then work on them. And then once you're at a certain level where you're practicing it enough, practicing the knowledge and understanding it enough, then maybe add few things, not too many. Because if you're filling your head up with too much jargon and you're not implementing enough, then what's the point? Because you're not going to understand and be able to observe your weaknesses. This is what I'm talking about, people. Observe your weaknesses, because when you do this, you're able to excel and develop at a rapid pace. A craftsman, an artist, always looks for ways of improving their performance. They don't learn new things. They actually learn new things by working on their weaknesses. This is my point here, people. The more you work on your weaknesses, you will learn and discover new things anyway in order to grow stronger. There's no point in avoiding your weaknesses and learning something new, completely different, where it doesn't actually complement working on your weaknesses. This is what I'm talking about, people. If you truly want to grow, work on your weaknesses. Work on those things that are very difficult. Work on the things that you're always trying to avoid, because in them areas you need to develop the most. And you will develop the most providing you work on them. Does that make sense, people? I hope it does. So, that is my perspective in terms of learning and educating yourself. Work on the things you already know before you move on to other things. Identify your weaknesses. I've said this over and over again, but it's really, really important that I convey this message, people. So you get the gist and the gist. And hopefully it will sink into your heads, because repetition is also a part of learning. So people, until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.